Hello everybody, my name is DK and welcome back to more RuneScape. So quickly want to mention that it's really warm here right now. So I am not wearing my headphones right now, which means that my audio from RuneScape is coming through my monitor, which hopefully doesn't cause any sound leakage into the microphone. Like, you know, the back of the microphone isn't particularly sensitive, so it shouldn't cause any sound to get in there. But if there is any sound into the microphone audio track, then of course it's going to mix in with the audio mix, because I can't easily remove it if I'm talking. So if that happens, then I'm sorry, but it's just too warm for headphones right now. Anyway, I have spent a fair amount of time partially on a short live stream I did, and by short I mean 5 hours. We went quite long, but also a little bit of just, you know, general recording as well, and I leveled a ton of mining. I might even put like a cool thing on a thumbnail with like my mining guild unlocked, because we're level 60. I think I was like 54, 55, something around that level when I last recorded. So I spent a fair amount of time just leveling this. Now obviously 60 still isn't particularly high level, but unlocking the mining guild does make me feel like I am, you know, I'm getting into the proper mid game of mining right now. I am becoming a bit of a mining expert slowly. So what I want to do right now is, first of all, I want to show you what I got, because obviously that's very cool. So let me just quickly open up the bank here. I was holding my coffee, so I couldn't get to the keyboard. So I do currently have, oh dude, this is so messy, by the way. I kept it so organized, but for the past month or so, especially with the vacation as well, I've just like kind of let go of keeping this organized. I really have to go sit down and like go through this, because it's like such a big mess right now. But yeah, you know, it's what happens when you get more and more stuff, you know, it just keeps piling up. But down here in the mining section, you can see I have 1.7k coal, some gold ore, and some mithril ore. What I'm thinking is I probably want to go and grab half of this, because the steel recipe is 2 coal, 1 iron. So I think I want to just go sit down for a similar session kinda, and just grind like a solid 850-ish of iron ore, and then just have like a big smithing montage again. Or, well, maybe not a montage, because I might do it on the phone, but like get a lot of leveling in there as well. But what I want to do right now is I want to go check out the mining guild, and I believe the mining guild is just in the dwarven mine, right? So I'm thinking I can just leave through this tunnel. Also, I have like 70 plus gold nuggets or something, so I'm pretty close to being able to unlock the upper level. Wow, I forgot what I was talking about. So there is a mining guild right over here. And can I just walk in here? I kind of want to talk to this dwarf over here. Welcome to the mining guild. Can I help you with anything? What have you got in the guild? All sorts of things. There's plenty of coal rocks along with some iron. Oh, that's what we need. Mithril and adamantite as well. Deeper in the guild, you'll find even more rocks, including some runite. The best bit though is our amethyst mine, the only one in the land. What? Amethyst? That's something I haven't even really engaged with at all, I think. I think that's a member-only thing, maybe? There's no better mining site anywhere. So what do you dwarves do with the ore you mine? What do you think? We smelt it into bars, smith the metal to make armor and weapons, then we exchange them for goods and services. I don't see many dwarves selling armor or weapons here. No, this is only a mining outpost. We dwarves don't much like to settle in human cities. Most of the ore is carted off to Keldgrim, the great dwarven city. They've got a special blast furnace up there. It makes smelting the ores so much easier. Ooh, can I access that in some way as well? That sounds much easier than having to like log them all back and forth constantly. There are plenty of dwarven traders working in Keldgrim. Anyway, can I help you with anything else? No, I'm fine, thanks. So can we just walk in here now? There we go. This is our first guild. So I'm not sure if all the guilds are level 60 locked. I guess I can see that, right? If I just like click on range, for example, and I go to... Actually, can I see that somewhere? Miscellaneous? I guess not. If I go to woodcutting, other? Woodcutting? No? I guess it's not there, I think. But it was there for mining, wasn't it? Or was it not here either? Areas. Yeah, it's under areas, so I guess it's not always in the skill list, unless I just completely missed it up there. We can also access the mod load of mine upper area in terms of levels, but I don't have the required golden nuggets yet. I need like 30 more or something. There's mithril rocks, which we can actually get, right? We haven't done any mithril yet. Let's see. So mithril is 55. I got a ton of mithril, but that was just through the model load mine, like random ore deposit thingies. Let me try and get a bit of mithril. It's cool how many rocks there are, guys. Look at this. There's so much to mine here. So where would the iron mine, or sorry, the iron things be? Are there any iron things here? Also, I have no idea if there's any content here. Are there any quests here or something? I would love to do a mining quest today. Just kind of... There's 26 amethyst. 36 amethyst. We gotta check it out. There's a bank. Oh, so you can mine very easily and go to the bank. Okay. A pole booth. There's iron, coal, mithril, adamantite, and runite. So what is even further into the guild? Why are there two sections? Is there a reason for that? So let's talk to the dwarf. What's through this door? This leads deeper into the guild, though here you'll find even more rocks, including runite and amethyst. Can I go in? Of course, go right ahead. Oh, okay, so we can just go in there. But I do quickly want to explore this area as well, and, you know, just gotta get a bit of an idea as to what exactly is going on here. So we can buy pickaxes here. They are up to rune, which is obviously what I have right now, so I don't really care for this. I would love to see if I can find out how I can get the dragon pickaxe, because I would love to go ahead and get that. Can I also sell these to him, by the way? I can. But if I do examine, they are worth more on the grand exchange. Okay. So I guess I don't want to sell them to a vendor here, but if I just didn't care, I just wanted to, you know, quickly sell things, I could do that. Let's go through this door. And that's a person. That's just rocks, okay. Coal, more mithril. There's lots of different things here. And I want to see where the iron ones are. Is there like any like super solid iron thing? Iron? Wait! Dude! It's a 3 thingy, like, formation. You guys know what I mean when I say 3 thingy formation, right? Dude, I can just... One tap. One tap. One tap. One tap. One tap. One tap. Ooh, this is, I mean, it's reasonably click intensive, where it's, you know, I have to be actively clicking. It's not hard, but there is some clicking involved. But this is honestly, look at how quickly I can set up an entire inventory. Plus the experience is not half bad. Like I was getting 60 experience per ore deposit thing, which is obviously a bit fast, especially with the bonus experience. But there is relatively little downtime here. Like, oh, a bank deposit box right next to it. Oh, guys, it's gonna be so easy to just grind the 850 that I need. Like, look at this. This is gonna be super easy. How is this thing not taken? I guess people don't care about iron as much, or maybe I'm just lucky. But yeah, this is really nice. Look at this. Oh, so much iron. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back here. I'm gonna have to spend some time here. You know, I would just go ahead and spend 2 or 3 hours doing this and then return. But I have other things to do today, so I want to wrap up the recording before I spend hours and hours just mining away. Hey, you're not allowed in there. Come speak to me first. I'm sorry. I mean, everyone else I just talk to first, and then the one time I think I can just walk in there, I can't walk in there. So what is this amethyst thing? If I go to equipment, or sorry, to rocks, that's baronite, which we've of course gotten in Kamnazal, which is also like pinkish. There's gem rocks, calcified rocks, volcanic sulfur, Lovkinji blast mine, granite, volcanic mine, mithril ore, tainted essence chunk. Wait, did I miss it? Did I miss it, guys? Or is it granite? Oh, amethyst 92. Oh, that's something I'll be coming back to later. So mining guild mineral exchange. So there's soft clay packs, back full of gems, superior mining gloves, and mining gloves. Wait, are these even better? And I need 100 unidentified minerals, which I guess I get from amethyst farming. Let's talk to Bologna as well. Hello, human. Are you no human? Are you like a... She looks dead in the eyes. Look at that. That is like a very large gnome. Because, I mean, I guess she's not human, right? Because she called me human. And humans don't generally call each other human. I don't know, I guess I might be wrong. So what do you do here? This guild contains minerals that haven't been found anywhere else. I'm here to try and identify them. If you come across any unusual minerals when mining here, I'll take them off your hands. Don't worry, I'll make it worth your while. I've also been digging out this cave recently. I found a bunch of amethyst in there. So I don't have minerals to trade, but what can you offer me? Which is going to open up the store. I don't want to receive minerals. Can you combine my mining gloves? What is this? I guess I could combine some mining gloves with some superior mining gloves. These new gloves would require 70 mining to equip. Wait, so combine mining gloves with superior mining gloves to create what, like the ultimate mining gloves? Can I... Oh, it wouldn't be free though. I'd want 40 minerals in return. That's fine, combine my gloves. I mean, I don't have it. You don't have any gloves for me to combine. You'll need to bring me some mining gloves and some superior mining gloves, which we can buy from this NPC. So we can buy the normal ones, superior ones, and then we can combine them using even more unidentified minerals. Okay. So is there also an equipment tab? There is. But I guess oh, superior mining gloves. There we go, 55 plus. But I don't know how I can get those because I need to have 92 to mine these things, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there's also the expert mining gloves, which I guess are the ones we get from combining superior with the regular ones. There might be other acquisition methods as well, but I'm not quite sure. There is also the dragon pickaxe over here, which is 61 plus, and we are pretty much there. Like, I can knock that out like, very easily in the next half an hour or something. So I would be interested in seeing where I can pick it up, but I don't want to wiki it because, you know, I find that to be, I don't know, a little bit ruining the fun. I'd like to kind of run into it naturally, I guess. There's a pole booth. There is even more stuff over here, but I think that's amethyst as well. Can I run in here? But this area I can run into. So if I click this now, yeah, you need mine level 92 to mine this rock. But I might still find those these minerals somewhere in this area, right? Like I might still find them in other areas of the mining guild. I don't know, maybe. There's also a door over here that leads me up into an upper floor, which I think will just lead me back out. There's 4 ladders actually. Why are there 4 ladders? I don't know. Oh, it's in the center. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Well, that's quite cool. Okay, so yeah, that was my first experience with a guild. I mean, the mining guild does look very interesting. It's definitely a place where I'll probably be spending a fair amount of time because I would love to be able to, you know, use that to then level smithing a lot. I'm well aware, or, well, not aware, but I'm totally assuming that going the classic route of smithing by grabbing all the ores and then like doing like bar runs, like furnace runs and turning them into stuff with a hammer is probably extremely inefficient. There's probably ways to speed this up a lot and make this a lot easier with member content, which maybe I will do. But for now, I am fine doing the classic way, at least up to like 50 or something, because it's not as slow just yet. But I would like to dive a bit more into smithing and figure out some other means, because that would be kind of cool. It's really funny that Frib here is asking me what are we up to today, because honestly, this is the point of the video that I had planned, the mining guild stuff. The other part of the video I haven't yet planned. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing. There are some things on my mind. I'm going to go through the quest list. I'm going to just kind of see what I feel like. Also, your recommendation list. I'm going to go through once again, guys, if you have any recommendations for me as to things I should do, like minigames I should check out, or anything really going on, then feel free to let me know. There's lots of things on that list, and I'll just go sort of like chip away at them as I find things that sound fun to me on that particular day. Oh, another quick side note, by the way, I have video number 500 on my channel coming up, and I thought it'd be a fun idea to do a bit of a Q&A where you guys get to ask me questions and I answer them in my usual rambly style, where I just sit here, I'll talk for like however long it takes, and you know, we go through them. I did put up a post with the option for you guys to ask any questions if you have some. That can be about gaming, about any other media, about my personal life, about my experiences with whatever. I honestly, like, I'll answer pretty much anything. I don't know if you guys are interested in that in any sense, but I did put up a post, so if you want to ask me any questions, feel free to let me know in that post, and I will do my best to answer all of them. Now, if there will be no questions, then I'll just assume that people just don't really have any questions for me, which is fine. You know, the audience is kind of small. I'm not expecting there to be like hundreds of questions, but yeah, at that point I'll just scrap it and we'll just move on with other things. But if you do want to ask me a question, of course, you know, go to my posts and you can find the well, the post asking for questions there. Leave your question and I'll answer them. All right, guys, so I have decided what we are doing today, and the title will most likely reflect that, but I, up to this point, hadn't known yet. You know, I'm more in surprise than you guys are. So the plan is to check out the Guardians of the Rift minigame, a minigame that I've heard a lot of good things about. I don't know much about it. I did ask in my clan chat real quick whether it's something where I need to come in like somewhat prepared because I'm going to be upsetting people because like it's a cooperative thing or whatever. And I kind of just said, nah, it's like one of those mess things where people, you know, don't really care about what you're doing. So just go in and do whatever. So I'm going to go in. I think I just enter the portal, right? Is this it? Am I just like there now? Or do I need to talk to someone? There's a person here at least this time. So there's Apprentice Felix, who is selling me all kinds of talismans, which oh, you get abyssal pearls here. Oh, Rope of the Eye. Guys, I don't know how you feel about this, but I love all these armor sets. Like, what I love in games, and I think RuneScape does this extremely well, is in games where horizontal progression is the goal. I think having vertical progression within horizontal progression is perfect. And let me just quickly explain what I mean by that. You know, if you have vertical progression in the game, then you grow stronger on an overall level, and that level determines your ability to deal with all the content in the game, or pretty much all the content in the game. So if I play World of Warcraft, for example, and I'm fighting a level 30 mob, it might be challenging. If I'm level 40, it might be less challenging, but still maybe I have to watch out a little bit. If I'm level capped, I don't care at all. I just like one tap it, easy peasy. That's vertical progression in the entire game, where I don't have to worry about lower level mobs at all anymore. Now, horizontal progression, of course, is where you kind of get more options and more options and more options, and you just do more different things, but you don't really power creep existing systems. Now, what I mean when I say vertical progression within horizontal progression systems, that I'm talking about systems like this, where you have a system which is standalone. It's like a new part of the game that's added. At the time this was added, of course, it was a new part of the game that was added, and you would be able to grow stronger within the context of that system without actually impacting any other systems. And I think personally that is my favorite way of doing the gear grind, because you still have the grinding aspect where you still feel like you really want to grind, you want to become stronger, etc., but you're not invalidating any other content. And once again, I will draw a lot of examples from other games. Guild Wars 2 is another one as well, where it has a system like that as well, where it's called fractals. These fractals, like, you have to infuse your armor with like a specific type of defense called agony resistance. If you don't have it, then you take massive damage and you die. So you kind of have to build up your resistances, but the resistances really only do something in the fractals, and they don't do anything outside the fractals. So it's a self-contained system, but there is a progression system within that. And I think RuneScape, as far as I've seen so far, does it really well. Like, we've had stuff with the mining where I can get the mining gloves and I can unlock like new paths of the mine, and these don't make me stronger in combat. Like, if I go mine there and I get these upgrades, I'm not going to be able to use those to deal with a boss or something, but I will be able to use those to become better at the skill that I'm using at that moment in time. And I think that's a really good system. And I'm curious to hear what you guys think about that, because it's something that I've given a lot of thought to in recent years, because I really like this discussion of horizontal progression versus vertical progression, because I love them both, but I'm starting to believe more and more and more that horizontal progression with self-contained vertical progression is the way of MMO development, or at least the way MMO development should be. Alright, rant over. Let's actually have a chat to Apprentice Felix as well. Hey EK, got any abyssal pearls you want to trade? And I'm assuming the abyssal pearls are things I'm going to be getting here, because of course we are next to the abyss. We were like next to like one of the dangerous areas of the abyss, right? So I wonder if that's going to come into play at all as well. So, what's that Rift Guardian doing over there? They're great, aren't they? I don't know their name, if they even have one. I just call them Rifty. The rift they have is a folded space storage rift, just like the ones Trailborn uses. Small on the outside, but big on the inside. But what's the rift for? The Guardians use it to store things. If you can help hold back the abyss, they'll let you take things from the rift in return. Anyway, did you want to trade? No, but tell me more about this place. Well, I only really know what the Great Guardian told us. This is the Temple of the Eye, or at least what's left of it. It was built long ago to house the Eye, a powerful Ceredominist artifact. Apparently, servants of some fallen empire desired this artifact. However, in their attempt to steal it, they accidentally opened a rift into a deadly area of the abyss called the Scar. Which is where one of our party members got sucked into. I forgot the name, but like this wasn't really an apprentice, but like an exile or something. Were it not for the Justicar of the Lion, the rift would have endangered all of Gillinor. She used the Eye to close it and then created the Guardians of the Rift to protect this temple. Of course, the rift is open again now, but with our help, the Guardians of the Rift are keeping it under control. Anyway, did you want to trade? No. But why are you selling things here? That's new. Cedrador told us to make sure there was plenty of incentive for people to help us. He also wants us to gather abyssal pearls for research purposes. I thought this would be a good way of doing both. So you sell things in exchange for abyssal pearls? Exactly! I've got some interesting things from the Wizard's Tower, along with some cool stuff the Guardians of the Rift gave us. Want to take a look? No. The cool thing, by the way, is I have really been playing a fair amount of Guild Wars 2 again. Like, I'm really starting to get sucked back into that game. It's like, I go for like big bursts where like for like a month or two, like I'm like obsessed with the game. I love playing it. I play it daily. I like do all kinds of things, and then I just like quit, like just randomly, and I just don't play anymore for like quite some time. But I'm back in that mode right now where I really enjoy playing it. Fortunately, it's an easy game to combine with RuneScape because they're both like, you know, not gear grindy. But there's also a Wizard's Tower in that game, and I keep hearing Wizard's Tower in that game now, and I hear Wizard's Tower in this game, and it's kind of interesting how I keep hearing the same word over and over again in 2 different games with 2 different meanings. So there's also Rewards Guardian. There doesn't seem to be anything in the Rift for you. Okay, so what if I just click Pass Barrier? You are about to enter the Guardians of the Rift. The minigame uses full screen effects which may be distressing to some players. Would you like to disable these effects? No. Alright. So, are there any people here? There are no people... Oh wait, I think I have to be on a world. Hold on, let me be smart about this. I think I have to be on a world that is dedicated to this minigame, so we can actually have some people to play with. Well, actually, hold on, let me step in here, explore the mechanics a little bit first, see what's going on. Oh, I did, well, I just disabled the things anyway. Let me just quickly read through this. So, elemental energy, catalytic energy, those were the 2 types of energy, like one was used on the left side, the catalytic one, and the other one was used on the right side. There's also 0 out of 2, or is that guardians? There's guardian power. I can enter Guardian of Mind. Can I? The Guardian is dormant. Its energy might return soon. Okay. Oh, the rift will become active in. Creatures from the abyss will attack in 120 seconds. So is this a little bit like I'm gonna go into a big world for this. But is this a bit like I'm playing like a tower defense, like a wave defense, like a horde mode, zombies mode, those kind of game modes? Alright, let me find the world and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, here we go. Wow. There are so many people here. What? Oh, this is definitely a mass thing. Oh boy. Okay, so I just go in right now? Do I start playing with all of these guys? So we don't turn them off, because I want to see what's going on. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? There's so many people here. They're all running and going and... Am I supposed to mine the Guardian remains first? I think I needed like the mining stuff, right? I needed something. My god, there are so many people here. What the hell? I feel like I'm playing a Guild Wars 2 open world event. I don't think there's any other game outside of Guild Wars 2 that has made me feel like there's this many people on the screen. What the hell? Okay, so I have 34 of these things. I think I had to go over to the workbench, right? And do something with this. So we're taking Guardian essences, or we're turning Guardian fragments into essences. Then I think I had to combine them with the cells, right? I think that was the setup. So let me just take weak cell. Inspect. A magical cell charged with a small amount of runic energy. How did this work again? I can also take uncharged cells. Use Guardian Essence. On Elemental Guide. I can't remember, guys. How does this work? Nothing happens. Okay. So I have cells. I have a weak cell. I have Guardian Essence. Deposit runes deposit pool. What is this? Someone has gotten an abyssal lantern. What did I just do though? Did I do something? The Great Guardian is fully charged. Oh, okay, so I can't put it in here anymore. I can mine Guardian parts, Guardian remains. Are those all the same for the Guardian fragments? I reckon they will be. You did not contribute enough to attune any elemental or catalytic energy. The portal guardians will keep their rifts open for another 30 seconds. Okay, so I guess I didn't participate in the event at all, in the minigame at all. But honestly, I can't remember well enough what I'm doing here. So give me a moment to figure things out. Oh, wait, I have to power these up at the altars, don't I? But do I just have access to that? The Guardian is dormant. Is there something active here? The Guardian is dormant. How does this work? Wait, did I... Hold on. Did I drop something? Or did they just get removed from my inventory because I hadn't used them and the minigame was over or something? Because my inventory certainly got cleaned. Did I? Did I do that? Did I do something good? Is this also one of those minigames that just never fails? And it's just literally about people just, you know, getting experience, but like failure is not an option. At least it feels that way. Like I feel like nobody's panicking. It's just like, oh, let's just, you know, use this as a farming run. But it must be very efficient because I see so many people here. Although, you know, obviously there's a server dedicated to it, but still, it's a lot of people here. Also, it's a Saturday afternoon, so that does help. Oh, this one is active, I think. Guardian of Cosmic. You must complete Lost City before you can enter this rift. Oh. Oh, I need to... Okay. This one's active. The Guardian of Fire, I think. So can I just step in here now? Okay, I'm in here now. Now I go over to this runic altar, right? And I turn them into something. Nice chunk of experience. There we go. We use the portal back out again. We got an overcharged cell, elemental guardian stone. And now can we use the elemental guardian stone? We need like the uncharged cells, I believe. Or the weak cells. Shouldn't take 2 cells at once. Oh, okay. Can I do something now with the elemental guides? Can I just yeet them into the deposit pool? Do I want that? Okay, I have deposited 20 into the deposit pool. I don't know what I want to do that for, but I guess I can keep dropping them in here and then people can do something with them, maybe? So I guess I'll just keep repeating this cycle. So I'll just fill up the inventory. You know, I'll just slowly kind of get used to what I'm doing here because it's a little bit unclear, especially because I just haven't done this in a while. But I guess what I'll keep doing is I will keep running into one that I can enter, which is the Earth one, for example. I will yeet all of these in there and then I'll put them all back in here. And I guess that does something. I need the power of the Guardian Stones. You should feed the Guardian Stones to the Great Guardian before making more of them. Oh, the overcharge thing, right? Power up. Here we go. Level 31. I gave something away, I think. I can go in here now, right? Can I? I can. Okay, we just keep looping. Okay. Oh, these are the 2 that are up, right? So there's wind up right now and there's balance up, I guess. Does it matter whether I get elemental energy or catalytic energy? I have no idea. I mean, I'm just getting elemental right now. There's also this SE, is it like southeast or something? I mean, I'm getting mining experience, I'm getting crafting experience, I'm getting runecrafting experience. They're like little additional bonuses, but it's a bit and it's going to add up over time, I guess. Also, it seems fairly chill. I don't know how enjoyable this is going to be long term. It's a bit of a weird system, but then again, I don't really know what I'm doing either. But I guess it works. Oh, there's also blood. Can I go into blood? You need a runecraft level of 77 to enter the blood rift. Okay, sure, we'll go into earth then. We make earth runes. Also, I'm not sure the deposit box, whether that's just depositing them into whatever minigame I'm doing, or whether I'm depositing them into my own bank. I'm assuming this deposit pool puts them into the minigame. Okay, so I go in here, I craft this stuff, I turn these into runes, but also besides them into runes, I get the elemental guardian stones. And these elemental guardian stones, I can put up to this guy and I can power the great guardian and then this bar goes up a little bit. Okay, so is that literally all I'm doing? Am I just, like, is the entire setup here for me a chisel to assemble a Rift Guardian? Oh, there's also a chisel thing. Oh, I guess you can make these Rift Guardians. Okay, interesting. So the entire setup for me seems to be the following. I mine the Guardian fragments. Then I use these Guardian fragments at the workbench to turn them into the like the empty rune thingies. Then I go into the active elemental one that I can enter. I turn them into runes. I then deposit the charged core things over to the Great Guardian. And I deposit the runes into that little bin over there. And then we repeat that cycle. At least that's what it seems like the thing is. And it's rather easy. I'm probably missing something, but you know, it's pretty chill. I'm not exactly sure what I need the overcharged cell and the uncharged cell for though. So I'm probably still missing a little part of the minigame. Oh, there we go. Crafting level 29. You can now craft emerald necklaces. Oh, I kind of missed it because I wanted to keep going. You know, I got to keep the pace here. I also installed this sea engineer thing, which sounded kind of cool. Someone recommended it to me. And I just had like a weird level up completed thing, which was kind of cool. Oh, runecraft level 32. Beautiful. We started at level 30, so you guys have a bit of an idea as to, you know, how much progress we're making today. I probably won't do this for super long, but, you know, getting a few levels is kind of nice. Ah, so the big E that appears up here apparently is when it swaps to a different guardian, like a different entrance kind of thing. You know, it's a pretty chill run. What I'll probably do is after I finish up this run, I will probably look on the wiki and see, you know, all the stuff I missed, because there's probably some stuff I can do to make this much better. And I don't want to spend hours and hours and hours doing this. And I realized that I was, you know, missing like half the reward or something. So after this is over, which is going to be like 1 or 2 more of these like small runs, I guess, I'll probably just look at the wiki and just kind of see, you know, what all the stuff was that I missed and what kind of cool things I can do here, because it's quite a nice minigame. You know, it's much more fun than using the usual leveling method of mining the what was it called, like the rune essence or something, and have to, you know, from like the rune essence mine, and have to bring those over to a bank and have to like stockpile them up, and then I have to bring them over to an altar that's quite far away. Like, I'm really happy that I got to experience that, because it was really interesting to, you know, kind of see like the, I guess, the worst methods, and then, you know, you can slowly see like the improvements. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever go back to that now that I know this exists. I'm still not sure exactly what happens with these deposit runes. Like, they might still be deposited into the bank. I don't know. I almost can't imagine that all of these are being thrown away. But at the same time, I guess, you know, they're being spent on the minigame or something, right? So I don't know. Oh, the wind one's active. Hold on, let me go into the wind one. Because if these are all deposited into my bank, then damn, I'm getting so many runes. That's so convenient. I guess I can't power him anymore. Oh, I can still power him. Oh, what is he doing? Big effects. Wait, level 33? What just happened? Did I just get like a... You will now receive 4 air runes from each essence, and members can now craft sunfire runes. Ooh. Wait, did I just get like a whole bunch of... I feel like I just got like a whole bunch of experience. Did I? Is it because I participated in the event, like, and it was done, and then I got like a big chunk or something? Because I'm pretty sure I just got quite a lot. Okay, let me look into the wiki, and I'll be back in a moment. Oh god, it's a very big wiki page as well. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to sit down a little bit and kind of see what's going on here. Ooh, I have a big brain idea. While I'm reading the wiki, I'll just put myself down over here, and I'll just go ham on mining. I'll mute the game, so I can read in peace, and we'll have like a whole bunch of this stuff ready to go. I'm guessing it stays in the inventory, right? So I could even like spend the entire round just mining away, and the next round I could just like spend it all very easily. Oh, there's a maximum of 250 experience, or like 250 mining you can do, like mining resources you can get until the experience stops. I was thinking something like that, because I was really thinking in my brain like, hey, how easy would it be to just park your character here during work or something and just have it go at it for hours and hours and hours, because it's very slow experience. But if you can have this thing running 24/7, and this would still be like a very easy method if your PC is on anyway. But I guess they thought about that. It's still rather easy, because you can still, I guess, drop it? Oh, you can't... Oh, never mind. You can't get it per game. So that means actually it's rather inefficient, because you have to wait for the game to be over, and then you have to like manually restart the mining again, which I think is good, because you don't want to have like a fully AFK method. I'm thinking this game probably does support a lot of like semi-AFK methods, but I'm not a big fan of like the full AFK methods. I don't think those are great to have. Still busy on the wiki, by the way, like it's a very long wiki. But I've learned a bit already. Oh, level 34 runecraft. Oh, I can totally see this being one of those, just one more round kind of games, guys. So many things in this game that will give me problems. Big problems. Oh, so everything is being reset. Okay, so I guess it's just gonna... You know, your inventory is going to be emptied, which I guess is good, because otherwise you could just carry it over constantly and just, you know, have to mine again. I guess this way, like, you still have to participate in every single part of this chain, you know, in every single round, which I guess is a good thing. Hey, it's Stalis. Hey, welcome, you're in the video. Hello, wave to the camera. I know you don't have a camera, but wave to the camera. Or like you're not on the screen, you know, but you're on the screen in my game, so that's great. Hello, welcome. Okay, so I've learned a couple of things. I have learned that apparently you can get those charged cells But for those charged cells, you also need to have a chisel so you can craft those guardians over here. So I guess someone is constantly doing that. I don't have a chisel on me right now, so I'm not really doing that. And what I've also learned is that apparently sometimes some portals open up, and those portals bring you over to different areas where you can mine more efficiently, I do believe, which also helps you, of course, speed up the entire process. So I'm trying to like multitask by like doing this while I'm also reading a little bit. So is this also the most efficient way to just go all the way to 99? Like, do people unlock this thing as soon as they can and then just only do this? Is that the way this works? I do find something rather enjoyable, by the way, about reading the wiki, about content that I've engaged in a little bit, because there's something really fun to me about optimization. And I know it's kind of weird coming from me because I'm playing a very unoptimized run, but the thing that I really enjoy, and I think I've mentioned it before, but the thing I really enjoy is I enjoy playing something, figuring something out, and then looking at the optimal method and seeing how close my initial thoughts were, how close they were to what turns out to be optimal. And I really enjoy like reading like those strategy guides, like, you know, you got to do this and then this thing, and you know, this thing can be done to speed up the process, and oh, you can go get this item, by the way, this gives you like a 3% boost onto this thing. Like, I really enjoy that. Also, we haven't gone into body yet, so let's actually go into a catalytic one for once. Oh, it just went dormant. Law, can we go into law? Do we have the option to go into law? No, we need 54. Okay, well, let's just continue with the elemental ones then for now. Also, this might be a decent moneymaker as well, because if these runes are deposited into your inventory or into your bank, which at this point I'm still not sure about, but I'm kind of guessing almost, then, you know, I can see this being rather good money, because if you can make like the higher tier runes that are kind of sought after, like law runes or like even more expensive runes, then I guess you can make decent money of this. So I have no idea what this energy is that I'm giving here, by the way. I'm assuming I am charging the Guardian's power, and that's important. But also, it's probably important to keep these things going, because the way it feels like it works is people need to make sure we keep defending while we're charging this thing. Like, if we can keep this thing alive while we're charging, I think that's the goal. There's also nature. Can I go into nature? I'm not sure if I've ever been into nature. No, we need 44. Okay, well, we'll keep going to the lower level ones. But yeah, I think it's just like they keep it alive. Like, some other people are like using their chisels and stuff and their charged cores to keep like defensive constructs and shields and stuff. Meanwhile, we are just like spamming things to try and charge up the Guardian's power. And if we hit 100%, then we win. At least that's what I'm kind of gathering from this. So it does keep saying a portal to the huge Guardian fragment mine has opened up to the east. So I should probably check that out, but the minigame is almost over. Where is... So I'm looking at the north right now, so the east will be over there. There's no portal there that I can see. Maybe it's closed already? Alright, let's look at the experience drop, because... last time when I was done, I got a big drop of experience somewhere. I don't know where it came from. I guess like the end of game reward or something? Can I still give these real quick? I think I have like 30 seconds to give them. Oh, 1530. Okay, so I just got 1.5k experience from something, I guess the end of game reward or something. Based on how we did, or how many things we brought, or maybe the deposit stuff. Your runecraft is now level 35. Okay, there we go. Members can now craft chaos runes from pure essence, and you will now receive 2 fire runes from each essence. Okay, beautiful. Also, total level of 725. So we keep putting them in here. I'll read a bit more of the wiki and I'll be back in a moment. Oh, so we get experience at the end of the game if we have gotten at least 300 total energy during the game, which I guess is the elemental energy plus the catalytic energy. Doesn't really matter which one you give it into. And then you get 45 times your level in experience. Oh, that's cool. It also says an elemental point will be given for every 100 elemental energy, and catalytic point will be given for every 100 catalytic energy, with a chance of rounding up. What did I mean? What is an elemental point? One of each are used to search the rewards guardian located just outside the rift gate, where players can receive their rewards from. A maximum of 1200 total energy can be earned per game. 1320 when using the abyssal lantern burning U-logs, with a cap of 1000 per energy type. If a player reaches the maximum point cap, a chat box will display the message: you are fully attuned with the runic energy and cannot earn any more until the rift has been closed. Okay, oh, that's what... Oh, so in order to not clog your inventory, the rewards are all stored in here, I guess? Can I check it from here? No, I guess I can't. Okay. So I guess I don't get any rewards, so that's not clog the inventory, but I can pick them up at the very end. So I'll do one more full round, and then we'll go check out the rewards guardian. I'm mostly through the wiki as well. It's rather interesting. Oh, craft level 30 as well. Beautiful. And I guess you can also optimize this a little bit by adding rune pouches and stuff, because I believe they can, or the essence pouch, because I believe they can also go in here according to what I read in the wiki. So you can, you know, have even more carrying capacity. Runecraft level 36, beautiful. I still want to check out those big portals, but I've seen them a couple times, but I had a full inventory, so I didn't want to go into them. And every time my inventory was no longer full, the portals were gone, so I haven't actually been able to get them, but I saw them like right over there. I guess hitting 300 is not difficult either, so it's, you know, as long as you're actively playing, which I guess is what this is supposed to promote, you know, you should be able to always hit 300 plus and get a nice bit of experience. Also, it does seem like the wiki confirms that it is indeed depositing them all into my bank. So, ooh, it's such a nice way to store up a lot of these runes for my eventual, you know, hardcore magic leveling session. This must be an incredible tool as well for Iron Man characters, because you're able to get a lot of these runes without having to, you know, go ahead and have like this very slow process, or without having to use the bank, sorry, the Grand Exchange, which obviously you can't do. So I guess this is a very big part of the Iron Man process, right? Can I still give them? I think I can. Yeah, I can. Okay, beautiful. So we get another big boost of experience, and then let's go check out some of these rewards. We've probably not seen everything we can see here, but I think I've seen basically how the base game works. And there's probably some like additional stuff with like the portals and stuff, and there's probably some optimization to be done with like items and stuff, but I feel like I've seen a decent amount of how this game works, and it's quite enjoyable, honestly. Like, it's a little bit overwhelming when you first go in here, especially because it's been a while since I did the quest, probably like month and a half or something, if not more, that I did the quest. So it's been some days, but you know, it's easy enough to learn if you just take some time to dive into it. All right, so we are almost 37. I'll leave it at this right now, and I'll go out and I'll check out the rewards guardian. How does this work? So search. There doesn't seem to be anything else in the rift for you. What do we get? We get an empty. We get a large pouch, and it has pure essence in it. Why? Why? You need level 50 runecraft to fill a large pouch. Oh, so we have a large pouch, we can't use it? Is that what I just got? Wait, but I guess I'll just yeet it into the bank chest, because I can't use it. There we go. This is how this thing ends up so full. I just keep heating things in there. But am I not supposed to be getting abyssal pearls? I can't believe I didn't earn a single one, right? I mean, I'm not expecting to earn like a ton of them, but not a single one. That sounds not too great. I'll look into that a little bit. Wait, I can also do check. Is that without getting the stuff out of it? You have 0 catalytic energy and 9 elemental energy. You can use them to search the rift 0 times. You have searched the rift once. What? And what is big search? There doesn't seem to be anything in the rift for you. Okay. So I guess I just got unlucky or something? I'm not sure. Alright, so we've seen what the game looks like. I probably have missed some stuff. You guys can fill me in on the things that I missed and on all the cool things I can do here. Overall, I quite enjoyed this minigame. I think I'll probably spend some hours here just like going ham at it and trying to, you know, get my runecraft more to like level 50-ish as well, because like the next goal I have is not really set in stone, but I would like to once again have a bit of a catching up session where I would like to focus on skills we haven't really spent too much time with, most notably the skills in like the level, well, 3 to like 30 range, and get them more to like 40, 50. Like I'm quite comfortable with the way my combat is right now. I'll just level them, you know, as I do quests and stuff. I don't really care right now about leveling them specifically for their level. I want to spend some time doing Slayer. I want to spend some time, you know, doing a bit of magic soon as well. Ranged, of course, is going to be very interesting, but I was told in one of the comments that a really cool weapon is now accessible to me, which is like a bone short bow or something, I think it was. But I need to do like the Bone Voyage quest, and the Bone Voyage quest, actually no, wait, No, wait. This was for something else. What I needed to do is I needed to go back to the Durgashan people, I think, and talk to them. I think that's where I got the range thing. I think I'm confusing things. I think Bon Voyage was for something else, but Bon Voyage then also requires the dig site and more museum kudos, which apparently I don't have yet. But that's something I want to do. You know, there's a lot of other things like construction I want to look into. Of course, Hunter I want to look into at some point as well. Farming, I feel like I need to look into. Like, honestly, it's probably the skill I've least enjoyed out of all of them. It's not a bad skill. I just think it's the process of leveling hasn't been engaging. Maybe I'll start enjoying it once I get a bit of a rhythm going, but so far I haven't enjoyed it too much. But yeah, lots of things that I want to level, but yeah, I think it would be kind of fun to see if I can spend some time getting all of my skills to like the 30 to 50 range, especially the skills that are like very low level and we haven't engaged with too much. I'm quite comfortable with like my mining as well, and my smithing I would like to level based on the things I've got from mining, but I'm still looking into like, hey, what things can I do to make smithing more fun? So lots of things to come. I honestly don't really know what's coming up in the next couple of videos, guys. I'm still working through the list of all the recommendations you guys have given me. Once again, any recommendations you have, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Also, as per usual, click that subscribe button, guys, if you want to see more content. I will keep this series going for as long as I can, but of course, the more number go up, the more I am happy and the more inclined I'll be to keep this content going. So, if you like the content, press that button, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!